like cheese curds.
Oh, Luminite. Oh, God damn. Those are good ones.
You can't take it back. You
Oh, man.
your answers.
You good there, Sam? All right, welcome to this edition of KMS 10 at 10. I'm Luke, digital specialist.
I'm Nolan, project manager.
And today we're going to be talking about a couple different things. I'm going to talk about Facebook and also updates to SEM AdWords.
And I was going to just talk a little bit about my blog on videos and maybe touch a little bit on the new, I don't want to say controversy, but some of the new restrictions that Google, YouTube will be bringing out in regards to advertising that pops up next to videos, controversial videos.
Awesome. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please comment them below. We'll try to get to them during the show. If not, we'll answer them after the show or next week's. And once again, if you want to get notified every time we go live, like us on Facebook, and then we'll eventually upload these videos to Facebook on our YouTube, and our YouTube channel is the Key Media Solutions. So my first topic is Facebook is unveiling a new video ad format to make e-commerce easier. The ad format is called Collection. It'll be just a normal video, it's a normal video you would see on your newsfeed. The top half will be an actual video, and then the bottom half, it will have 4 recommended products below that you literally can. The example they gave was for Adidas, so they have an Adidas ad of people running, working out, whatever. And then on the bottom, they had 4 products, like one was a shoe, one was the sweatpant, one was a sweatshirt, and then one was like the shirt. And then you would be able to click on that, and then you would go to to their website and be able to purchase that product right from the ad. And then the other thing, you can add the products manually. So if you have a video with 4 specific ads or 4 specific products, you can add them in manually. Or if it's just kind of a general branding video, you can Facebook will automatically pull your most popular, best-selling items from the website, and then they'll automatically populate and show it there. They have said that they have seen increases in sales and conversions, and then a decrease in the cost per conversion. I checked right before now. As of right now, we don't have access, but they're slowly rolling it out to everyone for access. So,
well, and what's cool with that is that, when you're watching a video and you're seeing, let's say, like a cooking episode, and they're using some really cool gadgets, that'd be neat, because then you'd be able to list, hey, in today's show, we used this fry pan, this kitchen knife, this processing unit, and it gives the person an opportunity to, ooh, I really like that, I want that, or...
Yeah.
So what can people do if they're interested in using these sort of ads, but you said that they're not available to everyone right now? So say they want to take advantage of it as soon as it comes out. How can they be aware? How can they, be the first ones to find out once it is available to more people?
Well, first thing I would do is go into your own ad account and create a video campaign, and see if it's there. If it's not there, you will be able to reach out to Facebook in their help section, and you'll be able to contact them that way. Or if you need help, come to us, and then we have our contacts at Facebook to say, hey, we'd like to get access to this video feature, what's it called, the collection video on our Facebook ad. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that you chose video, because I wrote a blog on video, just briefly, commenting and talking about all the different types of video and uses of video that a company can break into. There's so many different aspects of video, whether it be produced by someone in your staff or a professional videographer. There's the amount of video out there is just phenomenal. When I was doing the blog, I noticed that some of the stats I found were 300 hours of video uploaded every minute, and almost 5 billion videos watched every day. 5 billion. And I know my daughter watches makeup tutorials all the time, and apparently I'm not putting my foundation on correctly.
That'll get you.
Yeah, gets you every time. But video can be everything from product placement, product usage, instructional videos, your paid videos, your mid-roll, pre-roll, just your marketing videos, videos that you put up on your site for content like this. You know, this is a prime example of video usage to engage an audience. And there's just so many possibilities as far as like YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram, Snapchat. The phones nowadays have great cameras, and there are a lot of apps that you can get into fairly easily to just generate content for your website, not even just paid content, you know, paid advertising content, but just content in general. And Sam had written a blog on an interesting using video, and one he found was an app for animation, doing an animated video you can use for content. So there's so many different venues and ways to get involved with content that I highly recommend, you know, reading my blog if you haven't, reaching out to us if you have questions about using video. The possibilities are endless. And just as you said, you know, product placement as well as product demonstration advertisements available. So video is growing.
Yeah, I mean, whenever, I feel like a lot of the time when we're reporting or talking about 10 at 10, a lot of stuff is updates about video, just because it's so much more popular, and it's just, people would rather sit and watch a video and have someone talk to them rather than they read and have to learn their own information kind of thing.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, exactly.
Hoover Heights said, don't shy away from using video. We have found it super effective. Would you guys agree with that?
I definitely agree. You get a lot more engagements, a lot more conversions with video.
Yeah, even in emails, and I can't think of it. I didn't write that statistic down. I should have. I apologize. So read my blog. Open rates for emails that contain video see increases as well, and conversions on landing pages with video. We are a video consuming society, and around, I think it's like somewhere near 80% of consumption is done on mobile devices. So, I mean, you have an opportunity to reach a customer with content anywhere. I don't know how many times I'll be streaming Netflix, and my wife and daughter are both on their phones watching video. While watching video, you know, it's crazy. It is really crazy.
All right, my next topic, some fun, interesting stuff about AdWords, SEM updates to the keyword match types. For those that don't know, when you do an SEM campaign, you have to have keywords, so your ads will then show on the search engine result page. And there are different variations to these keywords. Broad match, phrase match, and the exact match are the main three ones, and I'll explain a little bit. Broad match, for the example that they gave, was women's shoes. So if your keyword was a broad match, women's shoes, your ad would show if someone searched ladies' shoes, just because it's similar, but it's not the exact word that you have for your keyword. A phrase match means that the phrase that you have will have to show up in the search term, what the person searched. So if you were to do buy women's shoes, it would still show up as a phrase match. And then the last one, exact match, this is what it is. The exact spelling, punctuation has to show up in the search term to show up on the ad. Google recently announced that there are now close keyword variations, which this includes misspellings, singular and plural forms, acronyms, stemmings, abbreviations, and accents are all going to be able to variate off of the original keyword. Which it sounds pretty similar to the broad and the phrase match, which is kind of similar to be able to still show up for the ads. What marketers are kind of getting upset at, it's also affecting the exact match. When you think of exact match, you want the exact phrase to show up or them to enter in the exact phrase in order for the ad to show up. This is still giving a bit of a variation to show up with the not the exact keyword. I know personally, I checked some of our campaigns, we haven't seen any difference between that, but I know for some marketers, it's been kind of a sore spot that Google says, oh, they say it's exact match, but it's not really exact match.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Sam's given us the wrap up, but really quickly, Google and YouTube recently had to dealing with a controversy where advertisers are unhappy about their ads popping up next to questionable video content. And so they are looking at taking a tougher stance on hate speech, strengthening advertiser controls on video and display ads, accelerating an appeals process. So if you create a video and it is deemed or demonized, you can apply to have it re-evaluated. And one of the interesting things was with their YouTube Partners program, one of the things they're looking at doing is adding safeguards to help protect those people that are generating content for them on YouTube from imposters, people trying to make an imposter version of their channel. So those things are in the works to help safeguard video. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I remember just recently that a lot of big brands were kind of taking their money away from Google just because that they were showing up to, content that they weren't agreeing with or just okay with supporting. So I know it was big for Google to have to make changes, or at least say they're making changes, just to so people can kind of like, all right, we'll be all right. So I know a lot of those big advertisers kind of has returned, but.
Well, and it makes sense,
Yeah.
If you're a family-owned business, you don't want your content showing up next to hate speech or, something that incites anger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
That's all we got for this week's 10 at 10.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining.
Thanks for your comments.
Don't forget, like us on Facebook if you want to get notified. Subscribe to us on YouTube, The Key Media Solutions. I'm Luke.
I'm Nolan.
See you next week.
Party on, Wayne.
Also, shout out, baby Blake was born last Monday to my good friend Allison, she watches this show every once in a while. So if you're still watching, Allison, congratulations, and hello, baby Blake.
Hello, baby Blake. Bye-bye.
That's all I got.
Is that the bye-bye sign?